So hi, this is Nick Williams and I'm here in London, and I wish I could be with you there, but I wanted to take a couple of minutes to say hi and to wish you well. You've now got your copy of Resisting Your Soul, so I want to thank Louise for being so generous in making sure that you all had one each, and I hope it helps you on your journey to becoming who you truly are and really successful in being who you are and in your business. Louise asked me to share a couple of ideas with you, so I'm feeling really honoured and privileged to be able to do that. So what do I want to say to you? You know, I suppose my belief, and one of the reasons I wrote this book, was that I think there's greatness in all of us, and I don't mean a kind of manufactured greatness, but I mean a kind of a greatness of spirit, something that you were born to do. And the paradox for most of us is what we were born to do is often the thing we have most resistance around doing. I feel I was born to do what I'm doing today, which is to write and to speak and to coach and to mentor and inspire people and do broadcasting and all sorts of things that I get to do, and I feel truly honoured and privileged that I get to do them. But if I'm honest, everything that I do today that works, I've had massive resistance to doing. I've had fears, I've had doubts, I've had insecurities, and I think one of the myths that so many of us have around success is, well, you obviously didn't have any resistance, otherwise you wouldn't be doing it. And I really want to say that that is just not true for most successful people that I know. I've got to hang out and make friends with lots of very successful people, and when they're honest, they all talk to me about their fears, their insecurities, their vulnerabilities. But what they say to me, and what I want to say to you, is there is something inside us that's greater than all our fears, greater than all our vulnerabilities, greater than our doubts and our insecurities, and that is whatever you want to call it, your spirit, your essence, your soul, your heart, your calling, something that you're really here to do. Now, I set up Inspired Entrepreneur really to be, I don't know what I'd call it, like an incubator really, because I think it's very different when there's something in your heart to do and you want to take it out into the world and share it with the world. So much of being entrepreneurial is about, find the market, be competitive, knock down doors, blow the competition out of the water, all those kind of expressions which just don't sit well with so many of us. For me, the idea of being an inspired entrepreneur doesn't start in the market, it starts inside us. It's like, what inside us wants to come out and be shared with the world? So that's why I set up Inspired Entrepreneur, to inspire people to say, don't try and squeeze yourself into a business. Be yourself in your business. Let your business be the vehicle by which you show up truly and authentically in the world. So that's my encouragement to you. For those of you that feel, that Arbonne is the right thing for you, I want to say something that sounds a bit negative, but I'll tell you why it's not negative. And it's kind of what really made the difference for me. It's like, I think I reached a day, maybe about 20 years ago, where I thought, you know what, I'm never going to feel ready. I'm never going to feel confident. I'm never going to feel like I'm ready to do this. And my heart sank for a while, but then I realised, but you know what, I can start anyway. I can get going anyway. And that, if I'm honest, has been what has made the biggest difference to me in my life. I still don't feel ready for the stuff that I do today. I still go through my fear. I'm stepping into a new level of my own leadership at the moment, and it's been a bit of an arduous journey over the last couple of years. I've been around the houses with my own fear and resistance. Even though I'm very conscious of it and I write books around it, I still have resistance. But here's the thing that's made the difference for me, and I encourage to make the difference for you, and this is it. I use the expression turn pro. You'll read about it in the book. If this is really right for you, then my encouragement to you is to turn pro. And what does that mean? It's not about being a doctor or a dentist, in the professional sense that we tend to think of it. A pro is somebody who has kind of made that decision that says, you know what, I really want to do this, and I know that I don't feel ready, and I know that I'm afraid, and I don't feel adequate, and all the things that we all feel. But a pro says, you know what, I'm going to start anyway. I'm just going to take step after step after step. And what I've found by turning pro is a number of things happen. Number one, life responds to you. When you show up as a pro, people begin to assemble around you. Your audience, your market, your clients begin to show up when you do. Secondly, you grow the confidence as you go. Every time you take a step in the face of your fear, you become more confident. So when you're a pro, you grow in confidence all the time, but by facing your fear and taking action. And thirdly, by turning pro, I think what really happens is, to be honest, just life gets richer, because you're not holding back. I suppose another way of talking about turning pro is you become more committed. You know, not one day I'm going to commit, but I commit every day to showing up despite my fears, despite my insecurities, despite my doubts. And life just gets richer and richer and richer. You know, I look at my life now and who I hang out with and the kind of things I get involved in, and I look back at my life 20 years ago and went, wow, how did I get from there to here? And my answer is I was inspired. I just had the courage to keep showing up. And for me, every day is about just being willing to show up. You know, me showing up on this video to talk to you all the way in Australia from London. You know, to me this is an act of showing up. So that's my encouragement to you. Listen to your heart, and if you know this is right for you, turn pro and just show up. And get a team around you who will love you and support you and encourage you and help you kind of give birth to your potential and grow into the woman that you know in your heart you can be. And the key for me is to be of service. You know, one of the things I think I've discovered over the last 20 odd years is, you know, there were people that came into my life who I thought, what a blessing these people have come into my life. My life is so much richer. And what I've realised is, you know, I've done that for other people too. You know, my books, maybe the book you're holding in your hand now is going to change your life and it's going to change other people's lives. There are some people for whom we are the answer to their prayers. There are some people that only we have been created to reach. So the other way of saying this is I believe there are people out there waiting for you to show up. Not just generally show up, but you specifically to show up. That you are going to be the answer. You are the answer to some people's prayers. There will be some people you can reach and touch and inspire and empower that nobody can reach other than you. So that's my encouragement, is to show up, turn pro, do what's in your heart to do, and have fun with it and enjoy it and amaze yourself by what you're capable of being and doing. So thank you again. I wish you a wonderful rest of your conference. Enjoy reading the book, and I send you all love from here in London. Much love to you. God bless. Bye-bye.